Hey, what's happening, Wargamers? Long time no see. Back to the videos here and there where I can. Today, just gonna spend a couple minutes talking about a new product from Games Workshop. Came out about, by the time you're seeing this, probably about a week and a half ago. Everyone, I'm sure, has seen it, and everyone already knows the colorful name of it. But today, gonna be talking about the nice little painting handle that Games Workshop has brought out with. So why don't we go take a look at the painting table and yeah, I'll share some thoughts on it. All right, so here we are. So we got the little painting handle here, right on the box. Gives you some nice ideas on basically how it's working. Now, these things are really great. I've been using a handle for a lot of my painting stuff for quite some time. Nothing quite like this, and there's definitely been some other products on the market. But my handle I've been using has been this. Now this is something that during my time at Mini Wargaming, Chris mocked up one of these, printed it off, gave it to me, and I've been using it since. It's got the nice grips on the side, perfect for handheld type thing. Now the one downside about it is that it lacks something where you can actually keep the model pressed on. So obviously that's where the sticky tack, the blue tack, comes in. And the unfortunate thing about this is that I find that the sticky tack doesn't always work quite as well as I would hope. Sometimes it's just not as sticky. Sometimes it just, for whatever reason, it loses some of the adhesiveness, I guess, the stickiness to it. So sometimes models fall out. So yeah, I mean, it's a nice little option, but it's not. There was always something a little bit more that I needed. So definitely still going to keep this around, still use it for things, but it's definitely going to get retired for the most part in favor of this, and there's a couple reasons for that, and the big one being is that, as you can see, the handle slides apart. It's got the little notches and grooves in it, so you can fit various things in it. So I'm going to show you why that's such a big deal. So as you can see, the thing slides apart. Now, I have had a little bit of difficulty with that. Like, sliding apart sometimes does take a little bit of force. But as you can see, I just put this model in here, little 25mm base. Let's see if I can get some better lighting kicking around here. And using my really old makeshift Eisenhorn model, as you can see, painted a long time ago. It's all glossy. I really should redo it. But the big deal is that those little notches and grooves on there, as you can see, the model itself on the base is fitting in nice and snug. So, you turn that upside down, like, even if you drop it, it's holding it nice and tight. And that's just really nice. I mean, the fewer times you have to touch a model while painting it, like ideally you're not going to touch it at all, the better. It's going to keep your paint a lot cleaner. It's going to keep things from wearing off. It's going to prevent little accidents and oopses and whatnot, which is really nice. So I'm just going to take them off. The other nice thing about it is that, yeah, and this one. So even on the larger 32mm base, 30? Even on the larger bases, it's still nice and snug. Gives you a nice little handhold to hold onto for it. And it's keeping that model really nice and secure, so you don't actually have to worry about touching it. But not only that, but you can turn it upside down. You can get different angles on it, all while avoiding holding the base, which is really nice. One other really nice thing about it, and unfortunately I don't have a model at the moment to showcase it, but because of the way everything functions on here, even if you're dealing with a model that has a slot, so like a metal model or something like that, that might fit into a slotted base. So for instance, like a lot of the Infinity models still have those sort of things. You can still pull these apart, and you can actually, in many cases, still fit the slot in between these grooves here, and you'll still be able to actually hold the model. Now, in the brief experience I've had with it, it's not quite as secure as you have with the bases, but you know what? It will do the trick, which is kind of nice. So it does have uses outside of just holding on to models on the base. Now, obviously, one of the downsides of this thing is that, for the most part, it's requiring you to have your model on the base, which means you already have to have your model based. You're not going to want to be doing any sort of spray or airbrushing alongside this. I suppose you can. It depends on how much you want to keep your tools clean and whatnot. But it means that there are some steps that are assumed to have been taken before you start using it. But it's definitely a great tool for those last touches and just, yeah, finishing touches and fine details, that sort of stuff. Yeah, so like I said, it fits really nicely in the hand and whatnot. Now, one of my concerns with it, obviously, are the springs. Everything wears down over time. I'm a little concerned of what's going to happen when the springs do break down, and maybe they don't slide back into place, or they don't snap back into place. And at that point, obviously a replacement one is going to be needed. But one of the other surprising things about this is the price. For those of you south of the border of me, I mean, I think you're looking at, I think it was an $8 US price, $7 or $8, but I think $8. Up here in Canada, running at $10, and of course that's full MSRP. So obviously, if you have a friendly local game store, a lot of the time they might cut a little bit off it and whatnot, depending on where you're going. So that is one of the nice things. It's relatively inexpensive and easy to replace. All in all, like it's a nice little tool that Games Workshop has released. It's nice to see that they haven't hit it with the same high prices that a lot of their other tools have come. Like we've all seen how expensive their clippers and their knives are and whatnot, and you can get comparable stuff much cheaper elsewhere. But it's nice to see another little painting tool. It's nice to see that support of the hobby kicking through. So yeah, this is the Citadel Painting Handle. Honestly, for how little it costs, I definitely recommend it. It's definitely going to help you keep your models a little bit cleaner, and help you reach some of those hard to find places. So yeah, I would say if you're looking for something to sort of help put your painting a little bit forward, just as far as ease of use and quality of life, definitely go out and get your hands on one of these things. So that's that. Just a quick little video. My thoughts on the Citadel Painting Handle. Excuse me. I'm sure. Oh, excuse the cough. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen or made up your mind on these sort of things. But yeah, just figured I'd share the thoughts, just in case some of you might have missed it or might not have paid much attention to it. But yeah, definitely worth checking out. If you guys enjoyed the video, want to see some more stuff like this, definitely let me know. Hit up the comments below. And, definitely hit that subscribe button, because, I want to keep making this content. And as long as you guys keep expressing interest, I'll keep doing so. So, until next time, happy wargaming, folks, and see you around.